Instant panic hits the WNBA as the Indiana Fever reveals their unstoppable plan to crown Caitlin Clark the league's ultimate star in 2025. And let's be real, it's not just Clark, who's about to shine. Players like Satou Sabally and Kelsey Mitchell are set to reap the benefits too. Why? Because a $78 million investment is no joke. The Fever sees their future in Clark and is ready to go all in to ensure she becomes the face of the league. Clark's already proven her worth carrying her team to new heights, and now Indiana is stepping up to return the favor. Meanwhile, players like Jay Wilson and Angel Ree have wasted precious time hating on Clark with absolutely nothing to show for it. While they've been busy throwing shade, the Fever has been busy building a dynasty. With a $78 million investment, they're building a facility so advanced it's going to make the rest of the league look like they're stuck in the Stone Age. At 108,000 SFT, this place massive, bigger than any WNBA facility out there, and even some NBA ones. The Fever are done being overlooked, and they're making sure no one can ignore them anymore. And who's at the center of all this? Caitlin Clark. She's the type of generational talent you dream about, and the kind of player you can bet an entire franchise on. She's got the skill, the mindset, and the draw to turn Indiana into a powerhouse, and the Fever are taking full advantage of it. This facility, which will be ready by 2027, is more than just a fancy gym. It's a statement: 2 full-size courts, advanced strength training zones, recovery areas, and infrared therapy rooms. It's like they've thought of everything an athlete could ever need to thrive. And they didn't stop there. They're covering all bases: mental health support, a podcast studio, and even a nail salon. The Fever are setting a new standard in how players should be treated. The Fever plan doesn't stop at infrastructure. They're making strategic moves to surround Clark with top-tier talent, Aliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and now they're eyeing big names like Satou Sabally and Gabby Williams. This is about building a team that doesn't just win, it dominates. Clark is the magnet, and the Fever knows it. They're using her presence and this shiny new facility to lure the best players in the league. It's already working, and the rest of the WNBA should be terrified. Take Kelsey Mitchell, for example. The Fever showed her exactly how much she's worth with a 1-year Supermax contract. At nearly $250,000, she's the 5th player in the franchise's history to earn that kind of recognition, and she's earned it. Last season, she averaged 19.3 points per game and proved that she's not just a great player, but a cornerstone for this team's future. And then there's Satou Sabally. She left Dallas, and the Fever are wasting no time trying to snag her. Sable stats from the 24 season are no joke: 18, 6 points, 8, 1 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Pairing her with Clark would be a nightmare for any opposing team. The Fever also have the financial muscle to back up their ambitions with $650,000 in cap space. That's more than enough to secure Sabally and still bring in another experienced player to round out the roster. Gabby Williams is another player the Fever are targeting. She's versatile, experienced, and a proven performer under pressure. Her ability to defend, score in crucial moments, and adapt to any role makes her an ideal fit for Indiana's vision. Adding her to the mix would give the Fever the depth they need to compete at the highest level. The Indiana Fever have become the most talked about team in the WNBA, and Caitlin Clark is the reason why. Since she joined, the team has experienced a mind-blowing four-fold increase in attendance on the court. Clark's game-changing vision and precision passing make her teammates look like they've leveled up overnight. Her style of play keeps opponents in a constant state of panic, trying to guess her next move. And let's not forget her partnership with Boston. Together, they're rewriting the playbook for the most dominant duos in WNBA history. Boston controls the paint like she owns it, while Clark's deadly perimeter game forces defenses to spread. Then add Kelsey Mitchell to the mix, and you've got a lineup that's already terrifying. Now, imagine adding someone like Satou Sabally to form a Fab Four that combines scoring, defense, and chemistry. It's not just a team, it's a dynasty in the making. Behind the scenes, Keith Porter, the Fever's player development coach, has made it clear that his goal is to turn Caitlin Clark into an unstoppable force. He's not just helping her improve, he's planning her domination, whether it's extending her shooting range, perfecting her ball handling, or preparing her to counter every way defensive scheme thrown her way. Porter is ensuring Clark stays ahead of the game. His approach is all about adaptability, making sure that no matter what opponents try, Clark has an answer. But the Fever aren't just thinking about today, they're building for the long haul. Boston's rookie deal is set to expire in 2027, and Caitlin Clark's contract runs through 2028. These timelines aren't coincidental. They align perfectly with the opening of the team's $78 million facility. By making the team's strategic moves now, they're locking in their stars and setting the stage for years of dominance. Even Lisa Leslie praised, "This is what investing in women looks like. This facility isn't just a place to practice. It's a game changer. It's designed to support players in every way imaginable, from cutting-edge training and recovery spaces to mental health facilities, a podcast studio, and even a nail salon. This isn't just about basketball. It's about creating an environment where players can thrive in every aspect of their lives." It's a sharp contrast to the situation at some other teams. While Fever players will be working in a state-of-the-art complex, others are stuck sharing practice courts with kids' birthday parties. The message is clear: the Fever are setting a new standard, and they're daring the rest of the league to keep up. The impact of these changes goes beyond Indiana. By investing in players, facilities, and a winning culture, the Fever are forcing every other WNBA team to reevaluate how they operate. It's about changing the game entirely. The Fever's moves are creating a ripple effect, raising the bar for the entire league. Let's take a look at what this super team could look like in the near future. Caitlin Clark, running point; Kelsey Mitchell at shooting guard; Satou Sabally as a versatile forward; and Boston dominating the paint. That lineup isn't just scary, it's historic. They've got everything covered: scoring, defense, playmaking, and leadership. If they pull this off, they're not just aiming for a championship, they're aiming for a dynasty. And they have the tools, the talent, and the vision to make it happen. Caitlin Clark's influence goes far beyond her performance on the court. She's bringing in new fans, generating excitement, and elevating the profile of the entire league. Her ability to dominate games while driving record-breaking attendance shows why. She's not just a player, she's a cultural icon. The Fever's commitment to building around her isn't just smart, it's revolutionary. What the Fever are doing is groundbreaking. They're investing in their players, their facilities, and their future in a way that challenges every other team to step up with. Their combination of talent, resources, and vision, they're not just planning to win games, they're planning to change the league forever. This isn't just a team, it's a movement, and the rest of the WNBA better be paying attention. This plan is a blueprint for total domination. The Fever are sending a clear message. They're not here to compete, they're here to win. Compare that to teams like the Connecticut Sun, where players have to share their practice spaces with birthday parties and yoga classes. The Fever are showing what a real commitment to excellence looks like. They're not cutting corners or doing the bare minimum, they're going all in, and it's already paying off. If you're another WNBA team, this should terrify you. The Fever are no longer just another team, they're a powerhouse in the making, and they're not waiting around for anyone to catch up. They're raising the bar, and if you're not paying attention, you're already behind. And honestly, it's about time someone shook things up like this.